Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, and in today's video, man, we are back at it with another Forza Horizon build video. If you guys haven't checked out that Rudnick E30 build, check it out. Recent upload on the channel. But with that being said, in today's video, if you guys can already tell from the title, man, we got another banger, and this is a car that I've been waiting to do for quite some time. In today's video, we are about to jump up inside that Lexus SC300 1997, aka the poor man's Supra. Now, the reason I say this is the poor man's Supra is basically because Supras nowadays are getting dumb expensive, and unless you got minimum 100K, you aren't getting anything worth buying, which is why the SC300, otherwise known as the Toyota Soarer, is such a viable option, has the same motor in it, and is capable of making similar power numbers as the the Toyota Supra. I believe it's the RZ. We're going to check out our aspiration conversion options because this comes stock turbo. Now, obviously, that's a big problem. You got to add the turbo yourself. I think there's a mod you can do to the head to make it able to maintain the boost. Now, do we go single turbo or twin turbo on this thing? I'm thinking we go twin turbos just because smaller turbos, hopefully less spool time. Now I do want to check out a few of our engine options. None of this stuff though, like a rotary, like come on, man. We do have the inline 6, could be a 2J racing motor, but I think we're gonna stick with the stock motor in here because I'm interested to see what this thing can do now that we put a turbo on it. Now we can check out some of the body kit options. Now I would like for this thing to look as much like a Supra as possible, and I think the best way to do it is probably going to be with this Vertex kit. So I think we're going to go ahead and install that. We're going to check out our wing options here, and I think the Vertex is going to be the way to go for that as well. Good chance that Vertex is going to make a body kit that I like, and I think the Origin one looks pretty good, but I think it's got to be this one right here with the little tow hook on it. And then, of course, the side skirts. I think we're going to go with the Origin side skirts on there. So everything Vertex except for the side skirts. Oh, I'm tongue twisting here. Been recording a lot of videos today, so my voice is getting a little bit choppy here. Now we're going to go ahead and upgrade the tire size, both front and back. And then we're going to go ahead and upgrade the wheel diameter before we select the wheels that we want, just because with these smaller style wheels, we're not going to get the full effect when skimming through our different wheel options here. Now, as we do around this time, I'm going to skim through a few options and let you guys know when I find something that I think suits this build. And after skimming through a couple of options, I think I'm going to go with these Advan Advan 005, the MV2s here. I just like the way that these kind of have a bit of a concave to them, but still have the 5-spoke, but you know, the 10-spoke, double 5-spoke, I guess we'll call it. I think that's going to look decent on this build. As far as our stance goes, we're already pretty wide. I don't want these wheels to stick out terribly far, so we're just going to bump them out one spacer width there, and I think that's going to be pretty decent. Once we lower this thing, we're going to go ahead and upgrade the clutch as well as the differential. Now I'm going to put a drift diff on this thing because obviously 2JZ, we're going to be getting a little bit sideways on here, folks. I don't know if you knew that or not. We are going to go ahead and upgrade the brakes as well. And we are definitely going to be dropping some suspension on here. Drift springs, I think, are going to be the way to go. This thing is looking fire. Just with that setup, the wheels and the body kit, this thing is really looking... Oh, we got to put that What are you guys doing to me here, man? Drift springs. As far as the weight reduction goes, we don't got to get too crazy. I guess we'll do the second level on there. And now that we got that out of the way, it's time for our power modifications. So what we're going to have to do, obviously, is an intake. Go ahead and check out our exhaust options here. Ripping. Go ahead and upgrade that. We are going to be putting a camshaft in here, letting this thing really rev to the moon here, and then we're going to be upgrading our twin turbos. And that's pretty much all I want to do. I don't want to get too crazy here. I know how these 2J motors work, especially with the twin turbos. It's going to be nothing, 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 and then all the boost. So now that we got that out of the way, let's check out some of our custom tuning here. We're going to be oh, it's already dropped to the ground. I do like the way the alignment's set up. And the only thing we're going to do is adjust our differential ever so slightly here. And last but not least comes the paint job. Now, dare I put on a Supra orange paint job on this car? Let's see if we can find a Paul Walker livery on here. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if somebody has made the livery, but I'm going to check for our description here. And it looks like we do have a couple of options, but nothing that is going to be usable on our car here. We got a couple, I don't know, on the Lexus RC there. So I guess what we're going to do is go ahead and paint this thing up ourselves. So let's check out some of our factory color options. I really do like the red, but I think orange is probably going to be the way to go for this one, just to give it that Supra look here. So I'm going to fine tune our orange color here real quick, make it a little less red, and that's looking pretty good right there. I'm happy with the way that turned out. As far as the wheels go, we're going to go ahead and black these bad boys out, because once we tin up these windows, I just want to have that nice contrast on here. And now that we got that out of the way, I'm pretty happy. I wish we can get rid of the chrome surrounds on those taillights, but I guess that was par for the course back in the 90s. And now that that's all taken care of, I think the only thing left to do is take this thing out on the road. Now, I am pretty interested to see what this thing can do here. We're just going to get into it. Little bit of turbo lag there, around 4K RPMs. Whoa, she was bogging there for some reason. Never seen that before. Now, for some reason, it just doesn't have the same sound as the Supra, the actual Supra in this game. But it still sounds good. Let's not kid ourselves here. Twin turbo. Now, I'm almost wondering if the single turbo would have give us less turbo lag. Because if you look, we're going to get into third gear and just hammer down. That boost doesn't really come on until, shoot, almost 6K. Now, maybe that's got something to do. I don't think I put a camshaft on this thing. I'm not really sure. I mean, let's not get carried away. This thing still boogies. It handles nice. Now, for whatever reason, the SC300 just seems so much longer than the actual Supra does. Maybe because in part, you know, it partly is. Or just like the bumper, the way that it hangs out over the front and rear of the vehicle. But drifting it just seems so much bigger than the Supra. But that's not to take away from, you know, the drivability. This thing, has a full drift setup, drift suspension, everything, and it still handles very well, like exceptionally well. A little bit of a wall tap there on those barriers. Once the boost comes on, this thing is gone. Should have downshifted in a second for that one. She rips second gear, e-brake. Ripping hard. Now the gearing, I'm noticing, we either need to change the gearing a little bit more so that we can stay in second around those corners, or bring it down a little bit more to the acceleration so where third becomes a little more usable. Because when you get around some of these tight corners, third kind of bogs out a bit, but then second gear you're running into the red line, so we need to kind of find that happy medium. But I don't think I upgraded the transmission on this thing, so we might have to go back and make that change off camera. But overall, I mean, this is one of those cars that I'm just enjoying driving. Like, you know, when you get a build like this that just comes together and it performs so well, I almost forget that I'm making a video. You know, I'm just driving around enjoying this thing when I should be, you know, probably putting an end to this video. I'm not sure how long this one's been going for, but you know, I like to keep them between 10 and 15 minutes. But what I guess we're gonna do is go ahead and fast travel back into the city here, where we are probably gonna put an end to this one. So with that being said, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more and you're not subscribed yet, let's find a nice flat spot to take our picture here. If you guys are not subscribed yet, definitely do so, man. We got a lot more of this kind of content coming in the near future. And with that being said, I'm thinking that's pretty much been a wrap. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So with that being said, I'm your boy D-Nolly, aka Don Squally, and we gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Don't die. Oh shit, where you going, bro? Don't be creeping on my friend. Don't be creeping on my friend. You and your homie. Oh, nut shot. Nut shot. Oh, buddy. Let's go. And your boy, man. Get him out of here. Oh, fucking. Oh, my God.